Beautiful people, there is a 90% chance that you will be the only one that likes your obscure ringtone, and as such, you may want to consider silencing your phone, especially in quiet business areas. I shall explain. So I'm in the bank. It's not crowded because I have chosen the sweet spot, well after lunchtime but before home time. I am fourth in line to the teller and everything is as you would expect. Suddenly, in the stillness of the bank, a dog howls in pain. Now, you know the sound of a dog that's being beaten up, or the sound of a dog that's been hit by a car? That heartbreaking cry of absolute and total agony that just slices through your soul? That is the sound that echoed loudly across the bank. The sound was so out of place and unprecedented, I screamed, "Oh my God!" my handbag slipping off my shoulder and falling to the floor. All business at every counter stopped as people turned to see who brought a dog into the bank and, more importantly, what was happening to it. The howling dog was directly behind me, so I bent quickly, picked up my bag and turned around, readying myself for immediate assistance because I love dogs with every fiber of my being. So I am literally shouting, "Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?" It is the ringtone of a man 3 people behind me. He was a tall, cafe mocha man in his late 20s, early 30s, wearing a blue checkered shirt and jeans. He had on a baseball cap, turned around before behind, and was holding a stack of envelopes as he fumbled to answer his phone. Directly behind him was a cafe latte woman in her 40s, also wearing jeans with a beautiful floral shirt and a short ras. She was screaming, "Jesus, deliver me from damnation. What is that? Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off." Now, you know that phenomenon where you are rushing to answer your phone, but your phone refuses to cooperate, or in your haste, your fingers keep missing the buttons? That is what was happening to him. So this dog howled for about 10 seconds, which doesn't sound like a long time until you consider 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. All the while, this dog is howling. Eventually, he just drops all the envelopes, grabs his phone with both hands, and ends the call without answering. Blessed silence. Behind Floral Shirt Lady was a Cafe Noir man in his 50s who looked like he spent the majority of his life in a gym. He was no soldier. No! You're wrong with that one, Jed. You're wrong. You're wrong. In front of me in the line, but now behind me as we'd all turned around to look at this dangling booger from the devil's nose hole, was a Cafe Americana woman in her 20s. Wrong! Wrong! He's a fire-trucking demon. That's the only song you could look to find. Oh, yeah, no! I fully agreed with her because you will never convince me in this lifetime or the next that any normal person would choose that as their ringtone. So as far as I am concerned, he either walking with the devil is a psychopath or an apprentice serial killer. And furthermore, with every judgmental fiber of my body, I am sure that it have no stray dogs where he live and he has killed them all. Anyway, while a tall, stone-faced security guard made his way in our direction, closely monitoring the situation, and the rest of the bank went back about its business, we in the line stood staring at him as he bent to pick up his envelopes and turned to face us. He immediately went on the defensive. "What again on so for? What's the big deal? It's not a real dog, it's just a ringtone." Floral Shirt Lady said, "You're sick. You're sick. You're sick in your head. Woman is just a ringtone. Why you don't mind your business?" I was, but it looked like the devil come to do some banking today disguised as an ugly man in a ball cap with a demon phone. You and your loud shit made it my business. He was about to answer her when his phone rang again because in his haste to defend himself, he neglected to consider the option of silencing his phone. So this dog howled once more. We all winced, but this time he answered the phone quickly. Yeah, no, listen, I can't really talk much now, I in the bank, and it has some people here getting on stupid. While he was talking to his caller, Floral Shirt Lady had a parallel conversation with him. Stupid? Stupid? Who's stupid? Don't let me tell you who's stupid. You know, stupid is your father who break inside your mother without a condom. And stupid again is your mother who decides to keep you. She turned to look at us in the line. I want to know who he feel he calling stupid. When he came off the phone, he turned to look at her. "Lady, I tell you, it's not a real ringtone. What the..." And then his phone rang again. That horrible howling dog. Floral Shirt Lady, who will forever be my heroine, totally lost her shit. She screamed, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God." And then her hands said go before her brain could say no, because she reached out and snatched the phone from him as he was raising it to his head, turned, and summoning the strength of all her ancestors, pelted the phone at the wall to our left with all her might, narrowly missing the framed notices that hung on it. The phone shattered spectacularly. It broke in half front and back, the screen a glittering spiderweb of cracks, pieces falling from it like mango leaves in dry season. Once again, the entire bank stopped. Phone guy stared at it for a moment, then turned to look at her in complete shock. When he regained himself, he did so in anger. "What the godamant? Woman, what you do? You know how much that phone cost me? What you do? What the..." And then he proceeded to rinse out the airs with profanity. Floral shirt lady was completely unrepentant, standing there breathing heavily, her hands akimbo, saying that she don't care, that he is a waste of skin space and evolution, and nobody going thief she stole in a bank with a no demon phone. Eventually, he took a step towards her, and I'm sure he would have beaten her to a pulp if the security guard didn't move to stand directly between them. In his rage, I don't even think he noticed the guard, because he shouted over him at her, saying, "Listen, you buying back this fire trucking phone for me today, bitch? Today, the fire trucking day. Same model, same size, same everything." She was unrepentant. "I ain't paying for shit." It is here he actually lunged at her, and the security guard had to grab hold of him. He then seemed to notice him and said, "Hey, boss man, she damaged my phone and all the property. What are you going to do about this? Call the police." "No, wait. Call the manager. First call the manager." "Yeah, call the manager. Call the manager." Floral shirt lady smirked. "Why you don't call the manager?" "Oh, you don't have no phone." Uh-oh. The security guard, still holding on to the phone guy, turned to look at her and said, "Ma'am, please stop talking. You're not in your right here." She said, "I may not be right, but I'm feeling well righteous. My peace of mind worth more than the fire trucking phone." While phone guy continued to scream and shout for the manager, it seemed that the security guard, obviously a seasoned veteran of local lunacy, got tired with the entire situation. He said, "Listen, sir, stop shouting and calm down. Don't make me hard to hurt you. We're going to go upstairs to the manager and sort this out. Come with me now." He turned to look at floral shirt lady over his shoulder. "Both of you, I'm not asking." He then turned back to phone guy and said, "Go and pick up your phone." Floral shirt lady said, "You want a shovel?" Phone security guard said, "Ma'am, please stop talking." Phone guy went to pick up his phone, the jigsaw pieces of his phone, and came back. And he and floral shirt lady walked towards his stairs, still cursing at each other, but at a much lower volume, with the security guard firmly placed between them. A second guard appeared out of nowhere and flanked them as they went up the stairs. Banking sounds resumed, with animated conversations recapping what happened, while I stood there still clutching my pearls, because I don't think I could adequately explain the awfulness of that sound. Anyway, my beloved, the point is, when you are in banks, government offices of any kind, please consider silencing your phone, especially if your ringtone is unusual. I'm not saying don't use it. I'm just saying for the short period of time you're in that domain, you can put it on silent, because all phones have a vibrating function, so you're not likely to miss a call. So for the safety of your phone and for the psychological well-being of everyone around you, I beg you do. Put your phone on silent in quiet business areas. Please and thanks.